Okay, so you're thinking about the computer-delivered IELTS and maybe feeling a little overwhelmed? Trust me, you're not alone. But don't worry. For the next few minutes, think of me as your personal tutor. We're going to walk through a clear, step-by-step roadmap that will take all that test day anxiety and turn it into total confidence.
So, here's our game plan for this little masterclass. First, we'll break down what the digital test is all about. Then, we'll talk about how to practice for it. Next up, a big one, conquering the clock. And we'll finish up with some of my final pro tutor tips. Sound good? Let's get into it.
All right, let's dive right in. The very first step on our roadmap, getting to know the digital test. You've got to map the terrain before you start the journey, right? This is the foundation for everything else. So, computer or paper? I mean, let's look at the facts. With the computer test, you get your results in just 3 to 5 days. That's way better than waiting nearly 2 weeks, right? And for the writing section, being able to just, cut, copy, and paste instead of frantically erasing things, that's a huge win. Plus, there are usually way more test dates available.
And check this out. This is your digital toolkit. Think of these as your secret weapons. You've got an on-screen timer, which is amazing for pacing, a highlighting tool for the reading section, a little notepad, and honestly, the best part, an automatic word count for your writing tasks. No more guessing. But here's the deal. These tools are only useful if you practice with them. You want using them to feel like second nature on test day. Okay, so you know the tools. Now it's time to actually build that digital muscle memory. This is where the magic really happens, and trust me, it's where you're going to see your confidence and your scores start to climb.
And this is the system. It's a simple 3-step cycle. First, they need a starting point. So take a full official practice test on a computer to get your benchmark score. Step 2, you simulate. Every week, do a mock test under exact test conditions. I mean it. Timer on and practice typing in something like Notepad with no spell check to save you. And third, you analyze. Go over every single mistake. Why did you make it? And for your essays, rewrite them again and again until that structure is just automatic. All right, let's talk about the big one, the elephant in the room, time management. In reading and writing, the clock can feel like your worst enemy, but we're going to learn how to make it your friend. Let's conquer this thing. 60 minutes for the entire reading test. And here's the most important part, so listen closely. There is no extra time to transfer your answers, like on the paper test. None. You put your answers in as you go. That means every single second counts.
So how do you manage that 60 minutes? Simple. Break it down. Budget about 20 minutes for each of the 3 passages. Before you even start reading deeply, just skim the passage and the questions to get the main idea. Then, here's a pro tip. Go for the questions you find easiest first. It builds momentum and gets you some easy points on the board. And, of course, don't forget, spelling and grammar mistakes will cost you marks, so be careful.
Now for the writing section. You've got another 60-minute block, and you have to be smart about it. Look at this breakdown. You should spend about 20 minutes on task 1 and the other 40 on task 2. And no, this isn't just a casual suggestion, it's absolutely critical. And I'm about to show you exactly why. Here it is. This might be the single most important piece of advice I can give you. Your task 2 essay contributes twice as much to your final writing score as task 1. Let that sink in. Double. That's why you give it 40 minutes. It's the absolute key to unlocking a great score. Don't shortchange your essay.
Okay, you understand the format, you've got a solid practice plan, and you know how to manage your time. We're almost there. Now, let's run through a quick pre-flight checklist to make sure your test day goes off without a hitch.
All right, listen up, because these are the little things that can make a huge difference. First, tech stuff. The day before, run any system updates. And, this is crucial, disable all notifications. You don't want pop-ups. Next, your ID. It has to be the exact same valid ID you used to register. No exceptions. You can bring water, but it has to be in a clear bottle with the label removed. Know the rules too, like you can't leave during the listening test. And finally, be early. I'm talking 9:15 a.m. at the very latest. They will not let you in if you're late.
So there you have it. That's the roadmap. You know the terrain, you have the practice cycle, you've got the strategy to beat the clock. The path is laid out right in front of you. You have everything you need to get started. The only question left is the one right here: where will you go next?